this is your knee-friendly, nice stretching program. As with all stretching programs, we're never looking for pain. If any of these hurt, definitely don't do them. The stretching bit should be the nice bit of your workout, particularly. So I'm just giving you some ideas. Feel free to change positions, or as always, feel free to contact me if they're not comfortable, and we can kind of discuss some alternative versions. So I'm going to start in sitting. I'm going to show you a few different positions, and with each stretch, we're going to add either a dynamic element to it, so a movement element, or we're going to do a bit of a hold. So I would try and get that knee to your bottom as much as you can in this sitting position. You can really let your spine go a little bit here. Obviously, for some of you might want to hold behind and pull in a little bit more gently, or if you can, you could come round to the front there. We're just going to hold this for a little bit. So that from the front it would look like this. I'm just grabbing here or here. And then we're going to switch sides. We come into the other side. Say we might find that that feels quite pleasant to grab around on one of the legs, or you might want to come in here. Just do whatever feels absolutely right for you. And then we're going to take our legs out to the side. We're going to open up these groin muscles. Quite often when we've got chronic pain in the joint, we tend to tension up some, not the wrong muscles, but different muscles, because those muscles think they're helping. So often these adductors, these groin muscles, can get a little bit tight. So first of all, we're going to sit up really nice and tall. Lovely long, as if someone's pulling you with a piece of string from the top. And then you're just going to crawl those hands forward. Don't panic on how far you go. You'll feel a stretch here pretty quickly. So nice and long through that spine. Just hold for a few seconds here. Let that neck relax. Don't stick your chin out in pursuit of maybe creep a little bit further. Hold for a few seconds there. And then ease your way back. And now we're going to do a bit of a collapsed one. So really let that spine go. Imagine the direction of travel is taking that forehead towards the floor. Obviously, if there is anyone in the class who can get their head forward towards the floor, I'll be very impressed, but I'm going to suggest there probably isn't. All the way around through there. Lovely. And then we're going to come back to the middle and do this almost the same. So straight legs as straight as you can in this position. You're going to stay nice and tall and creep your fingertips down towards your toes. You can have a bit of a wriggle of your toes, you can see there. Maybe a bit of movement one way and the other. And then ease your way back, and then now a collapsed version. So really long. I sort of picture here that I'm trying to put my forehead on my kneecaps. And I'm just, again, I might wriggle my shoulders here for a bit, or I might wriggle my toes and do a few little rounds there. Adding a bit of movement into stretches. We've kind of moved away a little bit from static stretching nowadays. Just because I think it feels nicer personally, as well as there's lots of physiological reasons as well. Coming into the next one, I want to do a little stretch into our glutes, so in our bum muscles. There's a few different ways to do this, but it depends on how your knees are feeling. You can just cross this leg over, and then again reach down onto the stretch leg. If it feels more comfy for you, you can do a more sort of traditional 4-point stretch. So you cross that over, and then you pull both knees into your chest. This one is, I would say, is probably slightly stronger, but this should only be done if that feels comfy for your knees. There's a little bit more of a twist and a pull on this one, so if it's not nice, then don't do it. I'll show you both versions on the other side. So it's crossing over here, and then a reach down towards, along the straight leg at the front. Have a little experiment. If you feel you've got the movement and it feels nice, come onto your back and pull both in through there. Lovely. We're going to come into standing and do a couple of standing exercises. So we're going to, I find quite a lot of my patients who come in with sore knees are a little bit tight in these, what we would call the hip flexors at the front. So we're going to do a little lunge. Feel free to hold on to something, and it only needs to be tiny. So a little bend in those knees, one behind the other, and then you're going to tuck your pelvis underneath, and that should loosen things off a little bit at the front. So then there you can do a little bounce, you can do a little sort of bounce forwards, hold on to something nearby if needs be, and then just come out of that and have a bit of a stretch. Now pop your back heel down, bend the front knee. This is now stretching the calf. We're just going to hold that for a few seconds. Now straighten both your legs and have a little reach forwards. This is what we like, sort of a slightly Dr. Triangle pose that you might do in a yoga class. So nice little stretch there. And then we come back. We're going to go round on this leg again with that again. So a little duck down, tuck that bum under, squeeze that back bum cheek, maybe a bounce, maybe a little hover. Just so stretch here, not anywhere else. Straighten the back leg, keep the front one straight. Nice little stretch with that back heel. Again, tight calves are quite common when you've got a bit of knee pain. And then straighten both and swing your way through. So you're just doing a lovely stretch there. And then back to the middle. Obviously we're going to swivel around and we're going to go around that twice again. So little drop, tuck your bum under, and then a little bounce until you feel that front there. And then come out of there. Keep your front knee bent, back one is straight. Feel a lovely stretch in that calf, hopefully. Maybe push a bit more if you can't feel it. You should be feeling it below the knee on the back leg. And then straighten and sweep through. Really try and separate your bottom from your hands. You're kind of lengthening through your body through there. And then we come back to the middle. We've ducked down again, tucked our pelvis under. And then we come up. Front one stays bent. Lovely back stretch. And then straighten those legs. And we swing in through here. Just a little push. Really feel that in both, a little bit in both legs, I find, with this one. Lovely. So, let me know any reviews, any worries. You know where I am.